Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Brittany Moore and I am a self-published writer as well as a hopefully going to be a traditionally published writer, because I'm going to start querying the novel that I still don't have a title for here soon after I figure out the title to my novel. But that aside, today we're going to be talking about the 5 things I wish I had known before I self-published my first collection of poetry and short stories, which is Writings from the Restless. Links are below. Yeah, that's my shameless marketing. Hello. So number 1, you know, there are people in this world who go and get their significant other's name tattooed on them. And these people I look at and I think, wow, that is the craziest thing in the world. Why would you do that? Well, just like that, why would you put your boyfriend or your girlfriend, significant other's name in your book, your piece of writing, something that you will have forever, especially if you haven't been dating them for a very, very long, considerable amount of time? Exhibit A, acknowledgements. Here, my friends, yes, Brittany shamelessly, wrote, "As for you, Chase, I'm thankful to finally have someone who is as incredible as you are. Thank you for being you." Mind you, that wasn't the only thing I did. I also added his name at the end of my book. So, my dear friends, don't do it. We broke up, so you can see how well that worked. And now I'm going to have to do a second edition just so I can get rid of his name. Yeah. Or I guess I'll just have to find someone else named Chase, I guess. I don't know. But don't do it. Just make it super generic. Be like, "To my dear loved one, thank you for sticking by my side all this time." Do something generic. Don't put names. That's my advice. Number 2, know the difference between an LLC versus a sole proprietor. And I say that because whenever you're going to publish something, for example, if you look up Writings from the Restless on Amazon, it will say published by Createspace, publishing platform, something along those lines. Whereas if you look up Kristen Martin books, her books will come up under Black Falcon Press. And the difference is because she decided to go the route, have an LLC, which is a limited liability company, and she publishes her books through that company. So, whereas hers says Black Falcon Press, mine says Createspace, even though they're both self-published titles. And the reason why I say you want to consider that is because if you want to go for a more professional appeal, you might want to consider doing an LLC. And again, even though it's not true, in some cases it might be, but it's not. A lot of times Createspace has a negative connotation that's associated with it. So people are like, wow, Createspace, no credibility there. Anybody can go on there and publish, which is true. So that's just something you want to keep in consideration. 3, formatting matters. So if I could go back, I would have a smaller, shorter book, and I would have a spine with the title on it. And this matters because whenever you're trying to get your book into bookstores such as Barnes & Noble or Books A Million, whatever, a lot of times they're going to say that you have to have the title on the spine of the book. I've learned this. Trust me, guys. I have learned this, especially as we're trying to contact local bookstores and see what our options are as far as getting my book in their bookstore. And almost every single one of them says has to have a legible title on the spine of the book. So be cognizant of that whenever you're going to publish your own collection or your own book, whatever it is that you're going to publish. So number 4 is market yourself. Whenever I wrote and published Writings from the Restless, I did not market myself. I did nothing. And the reason why I did nothing is because I wasn't publishing that for anyone except myself. I didn't care about making money. I didn't care about any of it. I mean, I did do some marketing, but it wasn't ever something that was seriously on my agenda. It was just like something on the back burner, let you guys know I'm doing this kind of thing. And so whenever you go look at my royalties, they're like non-existent. Because the only people who are buying my book are my friends and family and those people on Facebook, and that's it. That is all you're going to find out there, guys. And that's because I did not market my book. The chances that someone is going to just magically pick up your book and read it without you having marketed it is like probably non-existent. You might be a freak of nature and then somehow become a bestseller. But chances are, unless you market yourself, people are not going to know your book even exists. So I'm telling you, market yourself. Get an Instagram, get a Twitter, YouTube, whatever you want to do, whatever fits up your avenue, do it. You have to market your book because people are not going to just magically know that your book exists. Not how it works, unfortunately. And especially if you're self-publishing, you have no one on your side except you. That's all I got for that. And then number 5, be confident. Own your book. It is you. It is your brand. It has your name on it. Own it, please. I have a problem with this. because I don't always own my own stuff. And I can give you an example. When I go out with my best friend will say, yeah, she's a published writer. To which I glare at her, internally cringing because, oh, I am a published writer. But then they want to ask me questions about it, and then I have to like act like I'm actually a writer, but like totally I'm not, because imposter syndrome. So I'm working on this. And these days, I'm confident. I own it. I say, hey, you want to do a book review? Probably going to be terrible because who am I? What am I doing? But whatever. Here's a copy of my book if you'll do a book review. So just own it. Be confident. This is your work. You're putting it out there, associating it with your name. Be proud of what you're doing. If you're not proud of it, don't do it. And yeah, I know I'm saying that, pot calling the kettle black, but I am proud of what I've done. It's just that I'm still working through the writer imposter syndrome, and that's all. Okay, guys? So with all of that said, I am currently doing this thing where if you will do a book review of writings from the Restless, I will send you a free electronic copy. So if you will just send me an email to bemoorebooks, B-E-M-O-O-R-E, books, @gmail.com, and just give, say, hey, I'd like to do the book review for you. Let me know. I will send you a free copy over, and I'll send you the links to my Goodreads and Amazon and Facebook. So, or you don't have to do all three, just whatever you happen to have a platform for. That's something I'm doing right now. And I think that's all I've got for today. And I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.